Hello ladies and gentlemen and fellow traders, and welcome today to today's live trading with Enzo to my left here. Say hello, Enzo.
Hello, Enzo.
Being facetious as ever, we all do love Enzo's humour sometimes.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's lovely to see you all on the stream again. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to move the mic closer to you.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You can move it back when you're actually doing your thing. Yeah, so once again, hello people, and this is the live trading that we do every Tuesday. So let me explain it to you. We have an account that we trade on every Tuesday, and we'll do a little recap in a second about how that account's going. We also will chat to you about various trading things going on. Enzo is our trading psychologist here at Educate to Trade. So, you know, if you guys have any psychology problems in your trading space, then feel free to ask some questions and Enzo will answer you if he can. At the moment, he's scanning the markets to see if there are any viable positions that he is going to be taking today. Obviously, last Friday, there was the Fed decision, so there was a lot of big moves on Friday. We have our fundamental traders here behind us, so they're basically scholarship students, and we're teaching them to trade fundamentals only. And on Friday, they all actually made a profit. So, boys, say hello to the camera in the background there. Give them a wave. Yeah, you all made money on Friday. Put your thumbs up. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, they obviously too busy at the moment to put their thumbs up. Maybe all that excitement on Friday and over the bank holiday weekend has tired their thumbs out. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Oh, okay. We've got a little comment here on TikTok from somebody saying that they've been to our trading floor in Bromley. So hello, TFX Connect. Good you've been here. Hopefully you've got some good value out of being here on the trading floor. A lot of the students here are doing diplomas at the moment. I think we have a batch that's about to finish. So we will be having a new batch coming up in about a month or so. So there are spots for that to jump on. That's for a diploma level 5 in financial trading. So that's exciting stuff coming up. So Enzo, let's have a little brief discussion about last week's session and how you think it went, and what kind of positions you took, and how they done overall. So, Enzo, how is the overall account looking at the moment?
Currently up about just shy of 0.70%, about nearly 0.75%.
Okay, so in 2 trading sessions now. We only really do these trading sessions on this account on a Tuesday. We have another trader that does one tomorrow. So that's quite good, really. You know, for an hour to an hour and a half's worth of trading, to be up 0.7% over. Is it 2 we've done now or 3? So this will be the 3rd one, won't it?
This is our 3rd session.
Yeah.
Yes.
So hopefully we.
Forgive me if I seem a little bit distracted. I'm happy to talk, but I'm just doing some analysis.
No, that's fine. We completely understand, and so you know you generally ignore me around the office anyway. So yeah. So to be up 0.7% over 2 trading sessions is quite good. Enzo has been trading for many years, so he kind of has a trading strategy which is really, I don't want to say simple, but he's simplified his trading strategy
over the years,
so which is quite good. Doesn't use a great lot of indicators as well, so you'll see later on his charts are pretty clear, which allows him to see price action a bit better, and he doesn't get bogged down with information overload. As they say in the game, analysis paralysis. Isn't that right, Enzo?
Yeah, I think sometimes we can overcomplicate things. Sometimes maybe the problem with technical analysis is it's too technical.
Yep, okay, fair enough. So if you are hearing people speaking in the background, that is the squawk. Because we are a live trading floor, we have news that comes in hot off the press, which we subscribe to. So this is what all the fundamental traders behind me are using to get into good moves. Plus, obviously, they would have done their research and they would have known on various days the best kind of assets to trade. But yeah, we was really quite excited on Friday because it was the first day that in their 3-week journey with us that every single one of them made a profit. So yeah, we were quite proud of them, and we actually gave them a 3-day bank holiday weekend off to you know to enjoy their endeavours. Haven't really looked at the trading calendar for this week because I've been a bit busy doing social media posts and stuff. So yeah, we're like upping the social media game at the moment to get more messages out there to you guys, and some more content to sort of like.
So there's lots of talk needed on how we finance our munitions acquisitions.
Yeah, to give you guys more opportunity and more information. So let's have a look at some comments here coming through on TikTok. Yeah, he actually agrees that this TFX Connect agrees that you don't need indicators. So he's been trading for 8 years now. And he says 13th of September market's going to be ballistic. So TFX Connect, what is actually going on the 13th of September? Is it something to do with a Fed rate decision or something? I could probably bring up. Do any of you guys behind me know what's going on the 13th of September?
Yeah, there's that protest, isn't it? There's going to be a massive protest in London about EDL. The absolute ridiculousness of our current government.
I'm not quite sure that an EDL protest. So they just said that there's going to be a big protest in London on the 3rd. I'm not quite sure that's going to move the markets, but thanks for letting everyone know about that. I'm sure we'll probably get banned for saying stuff like that, so we might leave that alone. But I'm just going to quickly check out here the financial calendar, because he hasn't got back to me and told me now. Oh, actually, so you're saying TFX Connect is to do with that big march or whatever it is in London, correct? We're just waiting for probably the delay. That's quite interesting if it is, and it will move the markets. Wondering what the basis of that moving the markets would be. Oh, apparently it is, so it is something to do with that march. So not quite sure why it moved the markets, but if you could let us know, TFX Connect, and I'll pass that message on to all of our different platforms. Enzo still to my left, scouring the markets intently.
So we've put an order on the Aussie dollar.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
you need to tell me this, because I need to get the position screen up and everything.
Yeah.
So this is Enzo's iPad here. He trades off an iPad, which is more conducive to how he trades.
So we're trading it on a 3-minute time frame, and we've had quite a strong down move, and it's pulling back to what could potentially be a kind of double top, a double resistance level. So I've got an entry just below the market at the moment at 64.90, which is about a pip and about 2 pips away.
So we're not actually in a position you
No.
put a sell stop in.
Correct. Yeah.
And we're waiting for that to be filled.
Yeah. So if you look at the the trade itself, we've got a stop in at 64.96.
Okay.
And we've got an entry at 64.90. So if this market carries on moving up from here, then that order won't be filled. But if it moves down, we'll be filled at 90 with a stop at 96, a 6 pip stop. And from a technical perspective, just looking at this pullback on what's been quite a strong down move and possibly potentially a kind of double resistance level there with those 2 previous highs that you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just having a look also at the DAX at the moment, but that order's leaving the market now.
So obviously at the moment, a lot of people, there's a lot of talk about people not trading for the next foreseeable few weeks because volatility is low, because a lot of these people are taking holidays and stuff, but you're still managing to find decent moves.
Yeah, because I'm quite I can move between different time frames. So while people say the market's not moving, if you can move between time frames, you will find potential opportunities. Yeah.
Obviously, the technique you're using now is more of a scalping technique, correct?
Not yes and no, not really. Maybe for these sessions where we've got quite a short window, but I am looking for reasonable directional moves that should hopefully play out over half an hour or more. Could be less, but generally not scalping, more like short-term intraday, I would say.
Okay. And obviously we close all positions at the end. So did you notice if any of those positions after you closed them had actually got carried on to?
I think some of them did. Yeah, I think. I may be wrong, but I believe that pound Swissy that we was in did carry on moving down quite a fair bit.
Okay, that's interesting to know. I mean, normally if you wasn't trading this, you would normally just hold it until you saw some sort of reversal.
Yeah, I'd have a lot more rigid targets on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
well, generally.
So when you say rigid targets,
I mean, I would have held for longer.
Yeah. I mean, what do you normally look for as targets? Do you just set them
ideally 3 to 1 or more.
3 to 1 or more. Okay. Yeah. So it's normal. Is it normally a set and forget technique, or
can be? Yeah. I have I suppose what's known as a systematic approach and also a discretionary approach where I have a lot more freedom.
Yeah, so TFX Connect says that he thinks that BTC is going to tank, and that would be in September, connected to these marches that are coming up. Haven't looked at BTC today to see what it had done over the weekend. I do believe that there was some sort of movement because of the Fed rate decision. That event on Friday, and I'm guessing now everything's just correcting after the dollar tanked a little bit there. So
we're just currently measuring up a short on the DAX at the moment with an entry at just to say, people are following futures contracts. I'm trading cash contracts, so the prices may not be exact, but the general technical outlay on your charts will be the same.
They'll move the same. They'll just be different prices. Yeah.
So okay, so that order's gone in as well. Now I'll just bring it back on the chart here.
Right, let's have a look at BTC at the moment.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. What are you gonna version? I'm gonna use DJ. I'm gonna do two.
Lutnick, after saying Japan and Europe subsidise their auto companies, says America needs to make sure we're also in the game.
So, yo, how did you get this?
Oh, so BTC on Friday with that decision actually.
Oh, Aussie dollar traders entered now.
Oh, okay, great. So we're actually in our first trade of the day, which is great. The DAX has not been filled yet, so at least we've got into a trade. Obviously, BTC on Friday price rose due to the dollar losing value because of the announcements, and it spent. Well, I mean, it gapped down quite considerably. So, if all you guys out there think that the gaps are normally filled, then there is quite a large gap there to be filled shortly. So, if you are in that mind camp that you think that if something gaps over the weekend that should be filled, why don't you drop me a comment and we can discuss that a bit more.
So if actual's greater than forecast, we'll go long on the dollar yen and short GLT. It's telling you to short GLT. That's what it says on this. I've got ordered there.
So I'm just looking at Forex Factory now, just to see what's coming up this week. Any big news that we've got this week?
One of them's higher, one of them's lower. No trade. But obviously, if both higher or both lower, then it's lower.
Oh, unemployment claims on Thursday. That should be quite interesting.
Big ratings for the piece say that European banks are resilient to the impact of updated US tariffs.
Core price index
Says the
on
direct
Friday.
impact of trade policy from the US on European banks is limited. Though conversely, indirect effects on lending demand and asset quality could be significant depending on how the tariffs influence economic growth and interest rates.
Okay, so got a question here saying, should I code or not? Not quite sure what you mean there. Maybe you could give me a bit more information. If you mean, should you start getting into algo development, then yeah, I mean, algo development is definitely paying off for some people. You just kind of have to make sure that you have a strategy that's completely mechanical, because you know the problem with building algos is it just does what you tell it to do. So you know, if your strategy relies on any human aspect, then you know, obviously an algo would not be able to achieve that.
Ten minutes now until the bottom of the hour. We get the US July prelim read for durable goods, looking for minus 3.8% on a prior minus 9.4. Ex-transport looking for 0.2 on a prior 0.2. Capital goods orders, non-defense ex-air looking for 0.2 on a prior minus 0.8. And ship non-defense ex-air 0.2 on a prior 0.3. Also, non-manufacturing activity for August, prior minus 10.3. Lutnick now saying interest rates should be lower.
Aussie dollar just breaking into a little bit of open profit now.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, I think we had a
It's asking a login.
Did we get filled at yeah, we got filled at 90. What do you think? Should we do one more? Get a bit more volume on today?
Yeah, we can do.
That's
Exciting stuff.
yeah.
What are you thinking? Looking at crude oil.
It's not really a time frame I'd ideally like to trade in this session. I've got a bit of insight on the 10-minute, where crude has had quite a massive rise and a pullback back to a potential support level. I'm thinking of putting an order above the market here should oil show potential signs of rallying, and a stop below that support level. So I might map that one out now as well. Yeah.
So there's some comments here. I have a position on BT, so this is from Freud, I think. Freud? Don't know. I have a position on BTC long, but I'm still losing. Should I wait or close? And TFX Connect saying you're buying way too high. The bull run is not ready yet. BTC going to pull way back down more. Let's have a look at their BTC. Yeah, it looks like it's in a bit of a range today. But we talked about this on a stream a little while ago about Bitcoin dominance in the market. So Bitcoin dominance is actually falling a little bit at the moment, and apparently when it falls another 10%, that's when altcoin season will start, and you'll see sort of like the altcoins start to make big moves. So if you want to discuss that, why don't you put some comments in the chats here. We're getting some trade ideas here on TikTok. Maybe we could take their trades, Enzo.
Yeah, save me, do my job.
Okay, so TFX Connect, right? If you have any trade ideas, why don't you shout them over, and we might actually take some positions in your name. That'd be quite fun, I reckon.
So this is 0.4, 0.5.
Okay, so crude oil position order is in.
Okay, cool. So we've got a crude oil
7.2.
buy stop.
Yeah.
So only one position at the moment is filled, the Aussie USD, and two are ready to be filled. So
yeah, so that's our oil position there. Very deep pullback there, looking for a ricochet back to the upside, and we're about 5 cents, well, under 5 cents filled on that. Aussie dollar is pretty much at break even.
Someone's asking here, can you have a look at the US 30 analysis? That's a bit of advice here from George Matters on another vertical stream. I'm still not sure whether TikTok move you down on their algorithm if you mention other streaming platforms, so we'll just call it another vertical stream that has a little camera icon, so probably can work it out.
It could be 0.4.
Are you looking at the US 30?
I would love to. I'm just thinking about a better entry price on the DAX.
Oh, okay.
I will.
We will look at that in a minute, George Matters.
What could help me is what type of. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be approaching it through my method, and one thing to be aware of is we all can trade on different time frames. So, what kind of general holding period does he use?
Okay, yeah, so that was a question. Probably heard that, so if you want to answer, and then I can relay that forward to Enzo. TFX Connect is telling somebody on one of the chats that he should close his position. on BTC because he reckons it's going to gonna drop. Yeah. So Tom Mead says S&P to 0. Yeah, not quite sure we're going to see that this week, but that's.
Is that my friend, Mr. Meady? Did I hear Mr. Mead?
No, is it? Oh yeah, Tom Mead. Is that your friend? Is
Yeah.
it? Right. Hello, Tom.
Here we are, Tom. We're still here.
Yeah. So Enzo's probably not going to take your advice. Are you going to do a massive short and expect S&P to go to 0?
Oh,
that's great advice right there.
I always do what Tom tells me. I always do what
Go
Tom
all
tells
in.
me. He was one of our better traders, but unfortunately we don't see him no more.
Oh, where are you, Tom?
He's got a hedge fund now, I think in Mayfair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So from beginnings here to a hedge fund there.
Humble beginnings, but he's left the amateurs and he's joined the Premiership.
Okay, well done, Tom. I mean, that is a good role model to all of our students here, that one day they could also be hedge fund type material.
So I brought my entry down on the DAX to 180. I'm just going to bring it up here.
2 minutes now.
I should have said, sorry, I brought my entry up on the DAX.
Looking for minus 3.8%, X transport 0.2, capital goods orders, non-defense sector 0.2.
So we're looking at.
Right, check out all the other social streams. See if there's any comments.
As for the Philadelphia Fed, non-manufacturing activity for August, the prior was minus 10.3.
1 minute.
So we've got an entry now on the DAX at 180.
Okay.
With a stop at 220 above that high. The DAX keeps rallying up from here. We wouldn't get filled, but if that moves down, then we would be on that. Let's see what's going on with Aussie dollar.
That's
Aussie dollar's now moving down.
Where's your take profit on that one?
Well, because we're operating in such a tight 2-hour window.
Yeah.
I'm operating quite flexibly.
Okay.
Now, just anyone who wants to read my charts, the triangle pointing down is the stop, the square's the entry. Obviously, the dynamic line, anything below that line is currently showing some open profits.
So hang on, let me just see if I can. Actually, no, I can't. So
10 seconds.
it'd be good if I could.
We've got a durable goods order coming out, so that could blow this out of the water.
What time is that?
Literally now.
Minus 2.8, minus 2.8.
Oh, there it comes.
Durable goods is
capital goods orders,
moving
non-defense
that market a
sector,
little
What's
bit.
happening?
1.1, and ship non-defense exit 0.7.
Cool. Right, look how quick that was going.
So just
Send
to
the
repeat
DAX
there,
up,
that is
so
durable
I
goods.
don't think we're
July
feeling
prelim,
that.
minus 2.8%, expecting minus 3.8. And the Philadelphia Fed non-manufacturing activity, minus 17.5 on a prior minus 10.3. Back to durable
Seems
goods.
to have sent our Aussie position in the right direction so far.
Awesome. Yeah. So the forecast for that was 3.8%, and the actual come in was 2.8%. So.
No.
How did you guys do on that one in the background there?
Oh, good.
No trade. Tom, did you enter?
Sadly.
And?
Lost.
Okay, well, that's what stop loss is for, I suppose.
Unfortunately, I did not set one.
Okay, we probably won't say that live on social media platforms. So you didn't hear that, guys. Tom definitely set a stop loss.
Definitely.
Was you not using the buttons, Tom? Or you done a manual trade?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Revisions for some of the prior durable goods figures. Ex-transport.
Right, let's have a
revised
read
by
on some of these
10.3
comments here.
The capital goods, non-defence XR, prior revised to -0.6 from -0.8.
You're going to
Ship.
do the S&P phone.
Non-defence XR, prior 0.4 from 0.3%.
S&P
So on TikTok, you've got Josh and TFX having
HPR stuff.
quite an in-depth conversation about BTC.
But it can only be one though. There's one at one.
Talking about internal and external structures.
What was you going to trade for durable goods? I would have done JPY.
So TFX, whereabouts are you? Where are you from? Why don't you let us know what part of the world or what part of London?
Flash, Canada sales rose 1.3% month-on-month in July.
No, both of them were beats. No.
And Canada's factory sales rose 1.8% month-on-month
No,
in
this
July.
one was meant to be minus. That's still minus. It should be. They've got to both be positive. They've both got to be positive to buy, or they've both got to be negative. It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be 0.4, not -2. Like it's not. It's sort of. It is a beat, but it's not. One that would trade off.
So none of those other orders have been filled yet.
No, that one was above.
Just the Aussie USD, which is
Hanging around,
Bouncing.
slightly open.
bouncing up and down.
You look at that.
The DAX has moved up a lot. Let me check that. DAX.
What's the next news that we have coming out today? Is it SF?
S&P.
3 o'clock would be the Bank of Canada speech. Is that what you guys are going to be looking at?
What's that, sorry?
Oh no, that's tonight. Sorry,
No, that's a whole session tonight.
you guys are not going to stay late for that one.
No. Well, probably not.
3 o'clock. What are you going to be looking at?
Yeah,
They're packed lunch. They love to go out for lunch, these boys. They already went.
They've already had their lunch.
Have they?
Yeah, we went to the driving range.
Oh, the driving range.
They're being golf. So you boys are practicing for when you're rich.
Yeah.
So you can play golf. with
When
the,
they already are.
Yeah, we are because we're trading.
Yeah, so to all my fellow traders out there, you should be practicing your golf in anticipation of winning millions, so you can join the other elite on the golf course, because it seems to be where people make a lot of deals nowadays.
So I've decided to cancel the order on the DAX.
Okay.
It's moving up quite a lot. Maybe review it in a bit, but someone's wanted. I might have a look at that indices again. Yeah, so we're still short on the Aussie dollar. Just still hanging around just below break even, and oil. We've got a buy order about 15 cents, 14 cents, 13 cents away from where it is now.
So Google DME asks, are you spread betting on the FX?
Yes.
Yes.
But for me, there's people talk about the difference between spread bet CFDs. In reality, the difference is cosmetic.
Okay.
It's just the way the product's structured, but you're effectively doing the same thing.
Okay.
CFDs are defined usually in units, whereas spread bet will be pound per point, but it will always amount effectively to the same position size, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, what did you get up to this bank holiday weekend, Enzo?
Yesterday I went for a lovely walk in the countryside
Okay,
in Weldingham.
Wildingham.
Yeah.
What was it like up there? Would you recommend it to
It's
our
lovely.
viewers?
It's like there's farms and there's cows and bulls
Okay,
and llamas and goats.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a
I
bull
was
market.
looking for the sheep, you know, because you know. I don't know if people know, but Wall Street was originally named after a farm, and that's
was
why.
it?
Yeah, and that's why the language of the animals. And I mean, I know there's a lot of traders who are like animals, isn't they? But I mean,
Yeah. Especially in this office.
no, here we're very. You
Yeah.
can see we're very cool. So I'm thinking of shorting the footsie in a minute, but
Okay.
what was I going to say? Yeah. So the language of
Let's get this mic a bit.
the language of the farm found its way into trading. So they say bulls make money, bears make money, sheep get trampled underfoot, and pigs get slaughtered.
So what would be the analogy for pigs?
Well, it's greed, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They get because they get too greedy. The pigs are the greedy ones.
And the sheep are the
The
ones
sheep-
that follow other traders.
Yeah, the sheep have no edge that they stick to. They follow the latest trading guru. You know, maybe they don't have a method. I think you've always got to respect a trader with a method. I mean, if I take a certain position and a trader takes the opposite because his method says so, then I've got utmost respect for that trader, because a trader that knows what their method is knows that their probability will play out
over time. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can both disagree and make and be profitable, as well.
The law of large numbers.
I think that's an important concept. Yeah. I think when you start trading, you kind of think it's your job to, I suppose, predict the future, maybe, be right, but really it's a game of probability. Really, that's what it is. When I put a trade on, this Aussie dollar trade now that's moving down quite nicely. The first thing that goes in is my stop loss.
Okay.
Which is where you see the triangle pointing down. Now, that's the reason that for me is the right attitude, because me putting the stop loss in first says I realise that I don't know what's going to happen next. I have a probability of what might happen next, and when we map this out, we said I always use the term probability. There's a probability that this double top could hold as a resistance level, which at the moment it is. That is a different attitude towards I'm the great trading kahuna. Kahuna was like the Hawaiian shaman, right? It's a term I use for I've got the trading crystal ball and I know what's going to happen next. Well, nobody does.
No, that's correct.
Right. So
there's always uncertainty, and you also never know what's going to happen in news events.
Yeah.
As well,
all it takes is one other trader in the world. Let's say you're currently short here, so at the moment the Australian dollar is selling off a bit against the US dollar. But what if a couple of big institutions decide to come in now and bid up the Aussie dollar for whatever reason?
Yeah, I mean, it could just be the fact that they have an order to fill as well. Sometimes, I mean, people sometimes forget that markets move sometimes not because people are actually trying to catch buy and sell positions. It's actually because some of these have got jobs to do, and especially with FX pairs, they actually just have to swap some money and they just need to do it quickly. So
I think a lot of people forget as well, the FX market dwarfs every other market in the world. I mean, if I said to you out there, if we said to the guys on like, how much, they'll all go on Google anyway, so they'll find the answer. But
I'm going to go on Google as
right,
well.
but well, before you do,
Okay.
what do you say? How much do you think the FX market turns over a day?
The S&P. Yeah.
70 billion?
Actually, you can see about what we should
More than
trade.
5 trillion
You're kidding.
every day changes hands. It dwarfs every other market in the world. It may be more than that now. It could be as much as 7 trillion, but it's at least like $4 or $5 trillion a day. In fact, Google it. You'll get an accurate.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to Google that, people. That's quite an interesting fact there.
Enzo 7.5.
Oh, is there
Right,
actually
it's gone up $7.5 trillion, and
That was in 2020.
that was in 2020.
No,
7?
2022, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that can't all just be people looking to make a little bit of profit, right? There's got to be a lot of people actually just exchanging money for the sake of exchanging money, right?
Yeah, I mean,
For
you've got,
business.
you've got business, governments,
Yeah.
hedge funds, speculators.
Yeah.
You've got a whole array of.
That's a lot of money moving around.
There's
right?
a lot of money. Yeah.
So someone's saying here your lot size on the Aussie USD is silly. What would you say to that?
I think the person has misunderstood the way the order's calibrated. This isn't lot size; it's pound per point.
Okay.
So, what is my pound per point on that? £16.66
Okay.
times 6 pips. I'm risking £100 on the trade.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
So
so,
it's all
yeah.
calculated via
Yeah,
risk.
no, there's nothing silly about it. I'm risking £100 from entry to stop, and what you're seeing on there is not lot size. You're seeing pound per point. I've got an entry at 90. I've got an exit at 96. £16.66 times 6 is £100 risk on the trade,
Yeah.
which is 0.5% of the account that we're.
Yeah. It's because you're using your spread betting, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Not.
But I understand why you could think that, because you're looking, and lot size is only silly or wrong compared to bankroll.
So someone is asking, do you use fair value gaps?
I don't really know what they are, to be honest. I kind of understand the concept behind it. I like to trade pullbacks. I think there's a similarity, but I'm not one who uses FVGs. Sometimes I will tease some traders, and I call them FVC, not FVG, which is fair value crap.
Well, I mean,
No, but I'm only joking.
the thing is,
Hold on a minute, 'cause I need
it's
to-
just like a lot of terms are coined in different ways. You know,
I'm not.
like a lot of other people wouldn't call them fair value gaps. They'd call them like
Yeah, you get
single
these-
prints and
It's
stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got like a lot of new language comes into the market. So you get people talking about, everyone talks about liquidity zones.
Yes.
Well,
liquidity's everywhere in the market.
yeah, but they talk about liquidity zones. and
Yes.
that. Well, liquidity zones are just another word. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really consider myself a great technical analyst by any means. But correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just another word for support and resistance, right?
Yeah. Well, there are areas where Institute would use
Home builder ETFs and stocks.
to fill their orders, basically.
Right.
There is definitely a lot of talk about liquidity in the markets, you know, and there's a lot of misconceptions about liquidity as well. People seem to think that, you know, there's only liquidity above highs and lows, but there's liquidity everywhere in the market, you know, and people also seem to think that these big institutes are out to take their money, which is obviously not true as well, because as retail traders, we only make up 5% of the market, correct, Enzo?
Well, I wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah, I think it's only about 5% of the market. So if you think these institutes are moving the needle, you know, multi millions of pounds just to take your £100 stop loss, then yeah, that's just not happening. It's just the way the market moves. So someone's asking, O4B, Hello. He's asking, do you trade gold?
Yep.
I use
Are you trading for
Aussie dollar. No, sorry, ADX RSI and Bollinger Bands.
Yeah.
Is this too much?
Not necessarily. You just got to make sure that the technical indicators are giving you clarity in terms of what you want to see. So when it becomes overkill is when you don't get clarity.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to me that he's using a massive amount of
I think it depends
indicators,
on the strategy as well. So we're looking at an entry here on the FTSE at 9280 with a 15-point stop at 9295. Trading that on a 5 minute. We will. Let me just. Sorry. Okay.
Brad, can you check the Instagram and see if it's all choppy? Yeah.
What's choppy?
The Instagram, is it all choppy? It looks choppy here. Yeah, choppy. That's a technical word. It's a technical streaming word, chat. Choppy.
Choppy.
It's a bit choppy.
Wait, what are you trading?
Right, any more? What are we looking at, Enzo? Oh, the Aussie USD has actually pulled itself out of the.
So I'm going to take 50% out of it.
Okay.
And then just move. I'll maybe take eight out of it and move a stop to break even on that.
Yeah, you done that?
I'm just going to move the stop to break even now. So we've taken a little bit out of it and then give it some room to run. Yeah, pretty much half the position.
Cool. So he's taken a 50% out of that Aussie trade. So that's still doing quite well, and now he's moved his stop to break even. So yeah, you can't lose anything on that now, right?
Well, you are in a sense. You're losing open profits, but yeah. Some people call that a risk-free trade, don't they?
I mean, you say you can't lose it. I mean, something could happen, and you know your stock could get
true.
could get slipped.
Yeah, and if it runs a bit more, then it runs a bit more.
A bit like the old thing that happened to the Swiss dollar all those years ago.
Oh yeah, that was horrendous. Yeah, there were people getting wiped out for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think if this came back to the entry, well, you know, it's what it is.
So OB4 says he's currently looking at gold sells. So have you got the gold there? Do you want to have
What
a look?
time? I think it's always important when people say that. What time frame are they talking about?
Yeah. So what time frame are you looking at? 04B. Oh, thanks for the follow, Cameron. CC. Appreciate that. Our community is growing, and we appreciate everyone following. So he normally uses the 4 hour or the 1 hour.
Alright, yeah, a bit outside of our time zone today. More for like swing trades and stuff, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, I could look at it through my method, and just because I wouldn't take it, it doesn't mean he shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
So I generally just, because if I don't understand his method, it would be wrong for me to say not to take it.
And then he says he uses a 5N1 for entry. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And if that's the case, that's a pretty phenomenal risk to reward.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
5MN1.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. He said he uses a 5 minute or a 1 minute for entry.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
All right. So he trades off the hour and then goes down to a.
Yeah.
Really
So the overall, yeah. So you do like the top-down analysis, and you're using 5 minutes or 1 minute for entry. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So OB4, how long would you generally?
OB4, it sounds like something from Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
no,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
yeah. How long would you generally? Do you have a fixed risk to reward that you take, or what's your strategy? we're just waiting for the answer there whilst I go and troll through the other social networks. See if there's any other comments. I mean, we even stream to LinkedIn, so.
I'll tell you what, Russ, I think we've... No, I don't know. I'm just sorry, my head's thinking about something. That's
Okay,
all.
what do you think
Carry on,
about
sorry.
it?
No, it's fine.
No, that's fine. I'm waiting for this guy to answer anyway, so OB4. I did ask him if he takes a set and forget it or fixed risk to reward all the time, or whether he's more discretionary when he trades. He's saying, I'm not greedy. I check the highs and lows of the day, do my back test, and then look for divergence. Oh, great. So when you say divergence, what sort of divergence would you be looking for? Are we, because, you know, there's a lot of divergences now. I mean, I'm starting to learn more sort of like future trading, so I'm starting to look at CVD divergences and order flow as well. So that's quite a handy thing to know. If you can find CVD divergences, you can see different sentiment in the market. We could maybe go over that one day on another stream. We can show you guys some CVD divergences. A lot of the guys at our office now are starting to use different platforms for charting. So a lot of them are using Exo charts now, because it's great for showing you TPO, which is time-based opportunity, time price opportunity. And they're using a lot of those single prints and buying and selling tails to see where the market and hypothesize where the market might go. So someone's asking, is this Wall Street? Is this Wall Street? Is he tuned into like a Wall Street? Have we got like a little bell we can ring at the end of the session?
Yeah.
He wants to know what percentage per month do you do per month on average?
It's varied. The best year I ever had was something like 47%.
That's pretty good.
In terms of what I aim for when I'm getting my volume out, around the kind of 2 to 3% for me. I'm a very conservative trader.
Yeah.
But the opportunity on some months can exist for a lot higher than that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so to answer that, we've got a question here is asking whether we're order flow traders. Okay, so we are a trading floor. This is to Group Eat. Well, I don't know if I said that right, Group Eat. So we're a trading floor in Bromley South, and we have many different styles of traders here. So a lot of people, yes, they are looking at order flow, they are looking at footprint charts, and as I said before, they're using other platforms like Exo charts. So yeah, so they definitely are using order flow. Enzo here is not using order flow. You're just clearly using what, price action and RSIs?
No, the only indicators I use are moving averages.
Moving average, sorry.
Yeah.
But Enzo has been doing this for 20 plus years. So
No, not that long.
Not that long? How long? I was trying to make you look good there.
Yeah, no. Probably this system developed over the last 2 or 3 years or so, but got into trading just over 10 years ago.
Okay, so been trading over 10 years, but you've been honing in on just this simpler system for the last few years.
Yeah, developing intraday.
So it's still developing for you. So I hope that's answered your question about what percentage he does a month on average. I can't speak for other traders here, but we do run a copy trading platform which you guys can sort of like get into and copy. I think at the moment that's probably about 7 to 10% per week up. So we have a mixture of algo based trading plus actual traders that we have commissioned, plus traders here in the office or people that have gone through our courses. So it's a collective of all of those guys, which we offer in a copy trading platform. Okay. So there's a bit of chat here from Afrinico. Sorry, like I'm reading the comments, but the screen is quite far away from you guys, so do apologise if I get your names wrong. He's saying he waits for a 15-30 minute TF closer. If it doesn't close below support or resistance, I buy. What do you reckon? Okay, so let me try and pose that question. So this guy, he waits for 15-30 minute TF closer. What would be a TF closer? Okay, if you could sort of like tell us what the TF closer is. Trying to think. If it doesn't close below support or resistance, I buy. What do you reckon? Okay, we'll answer that when you tell us what the TF is. It's another guy. He looks for wicks. So I'm guessing when you're saying you're looking for wicks, you're looking for price to be pushed or pushed up or down. Hence, showing you that there's sentiment for it to go the other direction. Someone's asking, is footprint useful? Footprint is definitely useful if you know how to use it. So if you guys don't know what footprint and order flow actually is when you...
Sorry, our oil position got filled.
Oh, so our oil position is filled. That's good stuff. So we've also taken half profit on the Aussie USD earlier on. So that's still going well, and the oil has just filled, so we're waiting for a bit of movement on that. Yeah, so just coming back to order flow and footprint. Yeah, a lot of our guys find it useful because if you don't know what it is, so you normally have like your candles which just tell you 4 things about what's going on in the market at that time. Order flow is like if you zoom into those candles and you can see the volume of buying and selling at each level of the candle. So with this information, you can look for imbalances in buying and selling, and also determine whether maybe institutes have large positions that they have sort of put into the market, not aggressive positions like us, but you know, ones that would sit on the book, which you can't actually see. And if they have them there, then price would generally not be able to move beyond that. It would move away once they've eaten up all of that buying or selling pressure that comes to it. That's what we call absorption. That's just one of the strategies you can use with order flow. There are many others as well, but that's kind of what our guys are kind of looking at. Asked here, how do I join the group? I want to boost my trading journey. So listen, we actually have a free Telegram group. Can't share it here in the chat because I don't think that there's that offer, but if you do go to our bio, then you can find it in obviously our bio, and you can join our Telegram group there. And then if you want to reach out to us, you can do it through there via a DM or something like that. So I hope that's answered that question. So TF was time frame, of course it was, my bad. I probably overthought that a bit much. So, okay. So this guy, he says he waits for the 15 to 30 minute time frame closer. If it doesn't close below support or resistance, I buy. What do you reckon about that, Enzo?
I think whatever strategy or method you're using, and you know, I don't understand the thinking behind that strategy particularly. I've got an idea, obviously talking about support and resistance. The key is keep what you do, your variables fixed, right? So that what you do is repeatable.
Yeah.
And then once you've done a good sample of trades, at least say 25, you can start to get an indication of whether that particular strategy works or not. So I'm very careful. I never want to pour water on a trader's fire. What I do want to see is consistency in execution.
Okay.
And that for me is important, because then at least when you do that, when you get to the end of a given sample size, then you know that your results stemmed from keeping that approach consistent.
Thanks for the follow, Alfrino. Good to have you as part of the community now. Thank you very much. Sorry, Enzo.
Yeah.
I just cut in there. So
crude oil is just currently breaking into a little bit of just kind of break even, a little bit of open profit.
Okay, cool. That's good.
I'm just checking we got filled at 64.
So Groupie here says retail can't find accurate support or resistance zones. They don't know how to look for them. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could always kind of guess where they are and have, you know, relative places where you think they might be, but yeah, I think you're right. We don't exactly know where they are. We can, you know, we can look at order flow and obviously determine ones that would be of more usefulness. But you know, these institutes also are looking at these levels as well to put larger orders in, because you know they need volume and they need liquidity to actually fill their positions, because they're moving quite a large amount of lots, so they can't fill them all at one go. So they do use these zones to actually fill their orders. Right. Do you guys have FO backgrounds at FLS? Wow. Okay. I mean, the trading space is filled with so many acronyms. I feel like... Right. I have to try and... Right. Cameron, probably need to make that question a little bit better for me, because I'm all acronymed out. How many acronyms do you think the trading space has got, Enzo, if you had to guess?
A lot.
If you had to put a tangible number on it. Do you think there's more acronyms than money that goes through the FX?
The Forex market. Like any field, isn't it? It begins to develop its own vernacular.
Right, so at the moment, we're still in the Aussie USD and we're in the crude oil, which looks to be going quite reasonably. It's 2 o'clock now, Enzo. So what time are we doing this till? We do have another live stream coming up.
What, another 20 minutes or so, and see how we go? So what's your schedule?
I think I actually have to end now because I have to do the other. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? We never let oil get on the move, did we?
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, just the time's actually flown today. We started at 1, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We didn't need any fillers.
Well, as our rule says, we close at the end of the session. I'll tell you what, Russell, we've been very lucky because this is our 3rd session. We still haven't had a losing trade. I mean,
I know. They'll come, don't worry.
It's got nothing to do with me, everyone. Just very, very lucky today, that's all.
Okay, he says, do you guys have front office background from an investment bank? Backgrounds from... So a lot of our guys are from various places. One of our main tutors had his own commodities trading company. And yeah, not sure that any of us are from investment. Has anyone from here been from an investment bank background before, Enzo? You've been here longer than me.
I think there's 1 or 2, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've got Joshua in the back there. Who...
Oh, right, yeah, Joshua, yeah. Okay, right, guys. Thank you very.
That's just cleared. We just cleared the 1%.
Okay.
1% return mark off.
Wonderful.
After 3 sessions. It's a little bit artificial, but there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, all right.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Say goodbye, Enzo.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
Okay, and gonna have to end this now because we've got a live webinar coming up soon, which will be across all platforms, and I need to get that up and on the go. So thank you very much, and have a great day.